With phones being as powerful as they are, I thought it was very interesting to see how we can get the most out of it. So I turned my phone into a mobile gaming emulating beast. And I'm going to show you how you can do something similar or even the exact same thing. So let's dive into it. So I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, but you don't need a super high-end phone to do what we're going to do today. However, you can do this with just about any phone as long as it's not older than like 2018 and super low end. But I would say any low end phone from 2018, 2019 on can probably do exactly what we're going to do today. So for the controller, I have the GAMESIR X2 controller. It's the Type-C model. There's a lightning port model, and there's also a just Bluetooth model if you have like micro USB. So anybody can use this controller. Just make sure you get the right model. And mine came with a hard case carrying case and 2 sets of analog stick covers. It can hold up to a 6.9-inch phone, so any phone is going to fit in this. Even if you got the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, I'm pretty sure that thing is 6.9 inches, so you'll be fine. There's also a GAMESIR X3 model that I had no idea existed until right before filming this video, pulling up the research and everything. You could go out and get that controller. It's got a fan and all kinds of stuff, or you can get the Razer Key Sheet, which fits smaller phones, but is also very high quality, very premium, very nice. And if you don't want the Switch-like form factor, you could get an Xbox One X controller or Xbox Series X controller, buy a little clip for your phone and attach your phone on that, and then you got a regular controller for you. And there's also literally controllers like that you can just go out and buy. A lot of them are at dubious quality. I would just go with an Xbox controller and get a clip. That's just me though. So for headphones, I use the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. They have a great low latency game mode, and they have what's called Samsung Scalable Codec, which also helps with Bluetooth connection, a sound quality over Bluetooth. It's a great implementation. They have a dual driver design, so they have 2 speakers inside. I really like the Galaxy Wearable app. They have amazing sound stage, crisp and clear sound quality, and great directional audio and spatial awareness for gaming. They are great. I love gaming with these. If you're looking for a more budget option, I have 2 great options that I personally used from a company called Soundpeats. They have their Soundpeats Sonic Pros. They're $50 US. They have a game mode, and they have really good sound quality for the price. I was thoroughly impressed when I was using them back when I owned them. You can also get the Soundpeats H1. They're a little bit more expensive at $80 US, but they have also dual driver design, aptX adaptive, Bluetooth 5.2, and a great low latency game mode, but that kind of ties in the aptX adaptive. So those are 2 great options you can use for headphones. I haven't really tested any over-the-ear headphones that would work great. However, if you do have a gaming headset and you have a dongle, you can use that without the controller, or if you're using a Xbox controller and you're just using the clip, you can use the dongle and plug in some wired headphones, but that is not a possibility with the GAMESIR X2. And if you are enjoying this video, definitely slap a like on it. It helps out a ton. And I also stream over at twitch.tv Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually 8 or 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check that out. There'll be a link down in the description for you to go follow me there. Everything we talk about in this video, I will have Amazon affiliate links down below if you're interested in buying any of it. I tried several mobile games throughout this testing. 3 out of these 4 is most commonly played, and one of these is just really one of my favorite mobile games you can play. So Valor is a great side-scrolling Souls-like hack-a-slash. It's a mixture of Hollow Knight and Blasphemous, but fast-paced, and it's honestly my favorite game on this list. I love this game, and the controls for controller feel great. It's very intuitive. This was my favorite on the list for using a controller. Diablo Immortal has some really grimy background to it. The store is gross. The pay-to-win aspect is gross. However, it is still a fun game, and the controller support is great. If you are enjoying Diablo Immortal and you want to use a controller, it does work great with the GAMESIR X2, and I would assume that it works great with other controllers too. But just know the game is paid, win, and gross. Call of Duty Mobile, I could not get the GAMESIR X2 to work with it. However, I was able to get a Xbox Bluetooth controller to work with it. So if you're a very big COD mobile gamer, I wouldn't buy the GAMESIR for it because I could not get Call of Duty Mobile to work. And same thing with Apex Legends. I couldn't get any controller to work with it. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. If I was doing something wrong, I just don't know why I couldn't get any controller to work with Apex Legends. But Diablo Immortal and Valor, those are great options for mobile gaming. But let's jump into what I didn't do. I didn't do cloud gaming for 2 reasons. One, I don't have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I don't have GeForce Now, and I also don't have good enough internet to be doing cloud gaming. So I'm sorry if you're a cloud gamer and you're looking for more options for yourself, I'm sorry I couldn't help you here. So let's jump into my favorite part of this video, and that's the emulation. Now I can't show you where I got the ROMs, however I can show you what emulators I did use. To keep things simple, I only did PSP, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo 64. No Dolphin, GameCube, no Dreamcast. I wanted to keep it simple, and these are 3 emulators that I feel like almost any phone can use. When you jump into Dolphin, things start to get a little bit harder on your phone, and I wanted to keep this video to things that I think any phone can do. PSP is pushing it though. The emulators that I used was John GBAC, I used PPSSPP for PSP games, and I used M64 Plus for Nintendo 64 games. My personal favorite thing to emulate is Game Boy Advance. It's simple. Game Boy Advance was my favorite system growing up, so it's very nostalgic for me to go back and play some of the Game Boy Advance games that I either couldn't play, games that I think would look better on, you know, nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo 64 is my second favorite, but for some reason some games just flat out don't work, like Donkey Kong 64 tweaks out in the emulator. Not quite sure why. I've been playing Shining Souls 2, I've been playing Iridion, Gradius, and Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Those are some great games that I've been playing on Game Boy Advance. So for Nintendo 64, I only tested 2 games, Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart 64, and like I said, Donkey Kong did not work. Mario Kart 64 works like a dream, looks great, feels great, and on PSP I was playing E7, which is a pretty decent game from what I've gotten. I accidentally deleted my save file, so I have to start all over again. There you go. Grab yourself a controller, some nice low latency earbuds, some mobile games and emulators, and you got yourself a gaming beast. If you got Game Pass Ultimate and the internet to run it, you have no limits. I feel like mobile phones have a bad reputation due to horrible business practices in the mobile game space, and people really don't look at phones as a viable gaming solution. But I think it's very similar to the Nintendo Switch or even the PS Vita in its day. But I hope this video was helpful. And if you want to see some headsets compared, I have a video where I compare the Logitech G Pro X to the Blackshark V2, and it's probably one of my favorite videos I've ever made, so definitely check it out right here. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely slap a like on it, affiliate links down below to everything that I talked about, and have a good one.